Welcome to the show, everybody. It is Reaction. I am the Outlaw JP, the voice that makes the most, your favorite color commentator, here to give you my Smackdown live review for March 30th, 2017. They start off the show with a Kevin Owens highlight reel, of course, a complete jack move from Chris Jericho, which the aspect of it I like. I like because, all right, I gave Kevin Owens his own platform. I would have liked if he would have came up with his own interview segment, but yet it's still too many of those names is out there. You got the Ambrose Asylum, you got Miss TV. It's just too much. So I like that, all right, I beat him, so I'm taking his shit. Nothing wrong with that. Kevin Owens calls out Shinsuke Nakamura for his first interviewer on the Kevin Owens highlight reel. So, he talks up how Shinsuke is not a rock star. Okay, he's okay. He's not the biggest thing since sliced bread. This is the Kevin Owens show. I'm the biggest thing since sliced bread. Nakamura was going to say something. Baron Corbin cut him off, and that's what I don't like right there. Baron Corbin cut off Nakamura, completely taken away from his mic time. Even though Nakamura can't talk worth a damn. Sounds like he got some shit in his mouth. Cutting him off is just like career burying him. You can't promote somebody if you're gonna go and say, all right, Nakamura, you're gonna go up against this person. And you're gonna go out there for a segment, say some things and come back out. And then I guess they were trying to build it so they won't, he won't go out there and give you a long-winded program. Nakamura is still learning the American language, so it's like off a little bit with him. But Baron Corbin comes out, shows highlight of him kicking Sami Zayn's ass. Kevin Owens was like, "Are you serious? Did you come out here talking about beating up Sami Zayn? I've been doing that for 15 years. Come on, Baron, get out of my ring." That's what he said. So Sami Zayn grew some fucking balls. Jumps out the fucking out of the crowd, attacks Baron Corbin to help out Shinsuke Nakamura because it would have been a double team either way. You know where this is going. Tag team match to start off the show. So, it'll be Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin versus Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn. Like this match, I would actually give it match of the night only because the crowd reacted pretty good to Sami Zayn coming out the crowd, and he cut a fucking promo, like a promo everybody could understand, where he doesn't look like fucking Woody Allen out there, barely know what the fuck he talking about. You don't want that. So he cuts a decent promo, a great fucking match. I give it match of the night or a tag team match. And the breakdown of it was pretty good. I like that. I like that they gave the win to Nakamura over Kevin Owens. Even though Kevin Owens can afford to lose. He hasn't lost yet. He hasn't lost since taking the title off of Jericho, I believe. I could be wrong. But I believe he hasn't lost the title since taking it off of Jericho. So he can afford a loss here. Good match. I like it. So many other things you could do with the 6 competitors inside of the Money in the Bank. But I know before this is all said and done, you're going to see them in every match possible. I mean, be it the tag team, 3-way, you're going to see them in that before we get the Money in the Bank because you got 4 weeks to build. And if they build it right, it could come out to be a good thing. But we're moving on. In the ring with the Usos, they cut a fucking fantastic promo. In the ring with the Usos, the returning New Day come back. They make a big pop. We come to find out they're in Xavier Woods' hometown. So, Shane McMahon had already made the announcement against their mystery opponents. And they pretty much sealed the deal and asked the Usos, who do you think their mystery opponents would be? The crowd started chanting New Day. Boom. That was pretty much the end of the segment. This is how I think about it. Don't get me wrong. I like the New Day. I bust their balls because I feel as though There's nothing else to do with them. Like, unless if you're going to let them be the first tag team to hold both golds and have the longest title reigns with both of them. Other than that, there's no need to give the titles to the New Day. They just came off a whole year on Raw as the tag team champions. Year plus. Let me be corrected. So, me personally, how I would do it is, again, have this be their swan song and just send them off, take them behind the back, as the Usos said, and give Old Yeller the last goodbye. You digging? You get a video package by Fandango. White and black video package. You got Fandango walking down the hall talking about this might be over for the Fashion Files. He gets into his office, comes to find out that the Fashion Files office has been destroyed. We're going to find out who did this. They think it's the Colognes. That sets up their next match. Again, the Colognes are back to jobbing because they lose to Tyler Breeze in a funny match. Kudos to Tyler Breeze, okay? The fact that you can get dressed underneath the ring and come back out with a whole gimmick on is pretty fucking great. That's pretty... Like, if nobody's paying attention to that, I don't know who else is out there doing it. I don't know who else is underneath that ring. And that's a particular gimmick that nobody else does. Only thing I don't like, I don't think you need that amount of comedy inside your wrestling match. If you want to be considered as a serious challenger, you need a level of comedy, but not like, fucking every segment. Every match, you have some type of comedy skit in the middle of it. You don't need that. I think nobody gets over with that. Yeah, it's a good pop. Yeah, it's funny. But other than that, that's it. You get a 5-way match to determine the number one contender for Naomi after Money in the Bank. And all 5 women, great fucking match. I like it. They're locking horns outside the ring. Just to speed this up a little bit, you get a what is that? A guardrail dive from Becky Lynch onto Carmella. You also get Tamina and Natalya beating the shit out of Charlotte. But Charlotte gets her revenge by putting Naomi through a table. So that's just to give you a couple of highlights of that match. I thought it for a women's match was pretty fucking impressive. Shane comes out in the middle of the match and tells us that we're going to get the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, which, again, they've been talking about it for weeks. If you didn't know, now you know. They made it official. That was again, I like that match. I like the announcement of the women finally getting a rub. That takes us into, I told you about the Colognes and Breezango. That takes us into a backstage segment with AJ Styles. He tells us that we're going to win Money in the Bank. This is the house that AJ Styles built, of course. Dolph Ziggler comes out. You may have built the house, but I laid down the foundation. So that is pretty much, nigga, it would have been no you without me. Good. I like the interaction between Dolph and AJ. I always said that's that next Shawn Michaels versus, I don't want to say Bret. I would say Shawn Michaels versus Mr. Perfect, if you book it right. AJ, of course, taking the mantle of Shawn Michaels. Dolph Ziggler taking the mantle of Mr. Perfect. These two can have some 5-star matches if you let them go and give them enough time. I wouldn't mind seeing a short rivalry between AJ and Dolph Ziggler. I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. You get an in-ring segment with Randy Orton. Randy Orton's coming back, cuts a USA-style promo. You know, he talks about his dad and his grandfather would slap him in the face for losing to a guy like Jinder Mahal and so on and so forth. The Harley races, the only thing that matters is winning. He says a couple of things. Jinder Mahal comes up on the Tigertron. He calls Randy Orton ignorant, just like the rest of these unwashed Americans. So it was, I think that Jinder and Randy is a okay match. It's not one of those I need to see this right now type match. I think Jinder as a champion is still to be determined if it was a good or bad move. It's not going to be just 2 or 3 weeks after the change of the title, do you know if their champion was a good champion? It's going to be later on down the line when it's like 6 months in and they finally take the fucking title off of him. Look at how they did Kevin Owens with the Universal title. The same way when they book Kevin Owens, we thinking we're getting fight Kevin Owens fight. We're getting Kevin Owens bitch made water. So it's the same fucking thing. That takes us into the match, the final match of the night, Dolph Ziggler versus AJ Styles. Of course, this was a great match. Again, I keep telling you guys, these two, with enough time, can literally burn the house down if they wanted to, as far as in-ring performances. Of course, Dolph winds up picking up the win. AJ goes for a phenomenal forearm, trips him up on the rope. Dolph hits him with a super kick, and that pretty much kind of sealed the deal. I don't think he hit him with a zigzag after, but that pretty much sealed the deal. After that, it was curtains. Of course, AJ took a loss. He was in his hometown. I mean, he's getting closer to his hometown in Georgia. So, you know, that AJ losing to Dolph does nothing to AJ, but it does a lot for Dolph, if that means anything. You know what I mean? Beating the former world champion. Not even just 2 weeks ago, he was a former world champion, 2 months or 3 months ago. So let's clap it up for Dolph. He deserves it. And that's pretty much the review. I give this I really give this show a 4 out of 5. I thought it was pretty good. I thought they could have executed a little bit better on certain things, but other than that, it was a great fucking show. Way better than Raw. Getting their shit together. I like Smackdown getting their shit together. Even the women put on a decent match tonight. And kudos to them. So as always, check me out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Wrestling Amino. Don't forget about the YouTube channel, JP Outlaw Labcast. You can always go out there, check out my latest videos, and also check out my gameplay. We currently got the Dream Match Saturday, which on tomorrow's review for NXT and and maybe Lucha Underground. I might not do Lucha Underground, you guys. I might talk about it on the JP show, but I might not do Lucha Underground. For the check out the gameplay. For the gameplay, you can go to, again, JP Labcast YouTube channel. And you got the Dream Match Saturday series, which you'll get another episode this weekend. I don't know who I'm going to do, but I got something lined up. You also can check out my latest video of my NXT Cruiserweight Division first look, where you get to take a first look at my Cruiserweight Division and how I'm doing it on my universe mode. Nothing special there, just a 4-way match. And that's just to showcase a couple of the people that's going to be in the roster for the Cruiserweight. I might do something else, another teaser for you guys come Sunday. That's pretty much it. Don't forget, Raw, SmackDown, and NXT for my universe mode will be on the JP Outlaw website coming soon. I also will tag you guys on the Facebook page for the website that's coming soon. If you guys look up on there, you'll catch everything. You'll get the gameplay. You'll also get a couple of videos of old gameplay that I've done in the past. That's also on my YouTube page. So, you know, we're making moves. I'm very positive about this. I think it's a good step in the right direction. So, as always, peace, love, and prosperity. And I will see you guys later today with my NXT review. All right.